hello there. So this is our Saturday stash. So I'm going to show you what palettes and lippy eye products I gravitated towards this week, and then we're going to go through my face-based products, the main products I used, and then show you what I'm going to put in and take out. Okay, so we'll start with palettes. I actually I've used Illuminati times Isa. So I used this once this week, and I paired it up with the Milani Pinkaroo liquid eyeshadow. It says eye topper. These two together was great. So I used that. Set it behind me. And I used the Pure Times Raw Beauty Christie palette. I actually only have dove into this side, and I loved it actually. It wasn't patchy. I know some people haven't liked it, thought it was patchy. I found it quite nice. And then I have here's the tape here, hold on. I missed a piece of tape on it. There we go. I was wondering why it was a little funny on the packaging. So I had a piece of tape there. So we have what I'm wearing today. It's the Ace Beauty Vintage Dawn palette, which I will have a eye look up with this, but when I have kind of fallish. Yeah. So that's what I wore today. And the lip I have on. We'll get to that. We used Vintage Dawn, and then we used KVD, the 10th anniversary palette. I love this palette. This is one of my favorite ones of the KVD brand. We also gravitated towards Carity Come As You Are. I love this. This is like a grunge, such a grunge vibe. And we also picked up the Tardis Pro Remix palette. This palette smells so good. Kind of reminds me of like cake. And I also used the Nomad eyeshadow single in Kreuzberg. She's super pretty. And I used a glitter called World Shaper from Sparkly's Glitter and Gloss. Her glitters are amazing. Oh, just about spilt it everywhere. Anyway, these glitters are amazing. It feels like you're not wearing anything on your eyeball, so that's cool. And then I used a different liner this week. I tried out the KVD tattoo liner in black. Oh my god, this thing is great. Okay, so lips. We used so many lip products this week. So I used the Mistletoe, which I always swatch my lip products that I use, just, to show. So we used the Mistletoe. She goes on a little patchy, so you have to give it a couple layers. Sunken City Gloss. Also from Sparkly's Glitter and Gloss, which you can find her on Etsy. And we have Bruno from the KVD. This is such a pretty lip. And then we have Mally Clearly Brilliant Tinted Lips in shade Berry. This was a nice neutral color for me. We picked up Dusty Mauve. I only have so many lips this week because I don't wear makeup on Saturdays sometimes when I do, so that's why I switch everything out Friday after my day. This is Dusty Mauve from ABH. So whole rotation process. We went out to dinner. I had Deviant Damsel. Oh, if I can get it open, jeez. This is one of my favorite dark purples I have. And what I'm wearing today is I Gotta Go. It's like a gold pearl. So that's what I use for lips and eyes this week. So for face products, for bronzer, which is gonna go back to our stash, we use Tanned and Gorgeous from Kylie Cosmetics. She looks like. For blush, this is a blush highlight palette, but I only use the blush side. It's from Kosas Longitude Zero. And I use just this for my cheeks. Highlight, oh shoot. The highlight I used this week is the Realer Confidence in My Glow highlight. I like this. I'm getting a dip in there already. To give that poor thing a break. Those two items are going back to my stash, and I use the Hard Candy Glamouflage Full Coverage Foundation. I like this. This is going back into our stash. We have the Pixie Glow Mist. This is nice. It's going to go back into our stash though. And I tried out the Charlotte Magic Cream from Charlotte Tilbury. I just have like the deluxe travel size sample or whatever it is. It's just instant turn on moisture. It says you can use it as a prep before makeup, so I just used it as a primer, and it's fabulous for a primer. It's not too heavy. I like it. Concealer, you know, this stays for cut creases. I've been using the Lancome lash primer. We're gonna put that back into our stash. And then, you know, our MAC Graphite Black Eyeliner stays. We love it. Lash Freak by Urban Decay. I love this, but I'm going to put it back in my stash because I have a newer little mascara I want to try. Brow pencil with the Maybelline Total Temptations. We're going to keep this in our stash to keep using. So out of our stash, you know. Eyeshadow primer, I've been using the Soft Ochre from MAC Paint Pot. We're going to put that back in our stash. We have Too Faced Peach Blur Translucent Finish Powder. We're going to keep that in our rotation as normal. And then we have the ABH Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. We're going to put this back in our stash. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what I'm going to put into my stash to use for a week. So we're going to start how I normally do my makeup, my eyeballs. So I'm actually going to use the ABH eye primer. I haven't used it for a while, so I'm going to use it again. That's going in there. For our mascaras, I want to use the Laura Geller Fortifying Eyelash Primer, which this one's black. I've never used a black eyelash primer, so that's how I like that. The Lancome is okay. It's not my favorite, but I will use up the sample size. And we're going to throw in the Lights Camera Lashes Tarte Mascara. It's a cute little plastic guy here. Ooh, so we like that. I like how cute the packaging is though. Okay, so we're gonna put in the Pore Professional Hydrate Primer. We'll put that in a rotation. We're gonna use the NYX Born to Glow Natural Radiant Foundation. And then for setting spray, we're gonna use a Pure Haze Mist setting spray. It's supposed to be good for dry skin. Setting powder, we're gonna throw in the Revlon Candid setting powder. We're almost used that up. For our bronzer, we're gonna use the Estate Cocoa Pressed Bronzer, because it's brown and I was staring at a bronzer. So we're gonna throw this into use. And then I'm actually using a face palette, the Sephora Holographic palette for our highlight and blush this coming up week. So we're gonna throw this in there. I have a swatch video of this up if you want to watch it. Oh, how to do? That's cool. So that's my Saturday stash swap out. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye.